Hi guys, today I have a game for you, my King George V, or better known as the KGV. Now this is a game that I actually had tonight, and I thought I would like to showcase this one because, there are several things going on in reality, and this never give up attitude, overextending, all that good stuff. Now, I do apologize for the last couple of videos. I didn't realize what had happened with rendering them and then just uploading them. I thought things were going a little too fast, so I apologize for that situation. I am regrinding my British battleship line. So, I mean, that's why if you see a British battleship from me, it is a regrind for the ship. Now, there is a carrier in the game. It is tier 6. I'm not too worried about it. It's technically a tier 8 game. But what I want to do is support my destroyers at the sea cap. The Remembrance mission was going on, which is why I was playing my KGV to get those incapacitations. A little bit easier with British battleships, especially with the HE against cruisers, especially at mid tiers. I don't have my Conqueror anymore. Otherwise, I would have done it there. But you can get a lot of incapacitations on a destroyer with HE. I don't know what our Cleveland is radaring. I don't know why he radars and hydros after these torpedoes have already been spotted. I don't know what's going on through that guy's mind. As you can see, my team, for whatever reason, is not grouping up for AA support for the most part. We're all over the place. There's a carrier in game and your destroyer. You gotta play a little bit closer to your friendly ships to make sure that the carrier doesn't focus you down. And luckily this Fubuki said, you know what, I'll block these torpedoes for you, don't worry about it, KGV. They didn't give you a battleship size gap, I'll make one for you. Situations like this, you should have known torpedoes were coming, and I wanted to get shots in on this DD, and I'm like, okay, I made my turn, whatever happened, it happened. There's not much more I can do. Take my shot just as he disappears. We all know I am not a big fan of Baoan gameplay. I think it's stale, I think it's boring, I think it's ineffective use of your time. Now, I see the Vladivostok, and you know what? It has to play a Baoan play style, or, bow in reverse sort of play style, because, all of its guns are front forward. But what I'm thinking right now is I'm getting a cruiser mentality. Okay, he's got one fire. He's going to let it burn. Just, okay, let it burn. I'll farm damage from him later after that thing burns. I see the Colorado reversing. I'm like, okay, time to punish him for just sitting there reversing. These are fairly easy shots to make when you're just sitting there making it easy. There's one fire. I look at that guy. I'm like, okay, he's letting it burning. No need to shoot him. Let me just spread the love of fire. It's what you do in a cruiser is what you should do in your British battleships. You find the guy you get the double fire on, and then you set him on fire and make him pay for, well, being in your line of sight, really. And there's my victim right there, guys. 2 fires. But this guy is kind of doing it smart. If you know somebody's shooting at you that is probably going to set you on fire again or has a chance to, let it burn for a little bit, or wait until you see them shoot again till you put it out. Which is why I'm holding my shot for a few seconds, because there is travel time. Now, at this point, I get 2 more fires on the poor guy, but it's at this point I'm like, okay, sitting and reversing is going to be the death of me. It literally will be the death of me if I just continue to do this. None of those guys are targeting me, which is why I like priority target on a battleship. Because it also tells me if a DD decided to target me for torpedoes or guns. What that guy was torpedoing, I don't know, because I've been backing up this whole time, and maybe he was anticipating me moving forward, and I just didn't do it soon enough for him. Of course, to see this Colorado, you know, the poor guy who's been burning, I'm like, okay, let me burn him down. And luckily for me, like I said, my, you know, something's awry here. You know, there's a DD, you know, what made me decide to move was those guys are pushing in hard. For no reason. You have the cap. We have to push in through these little gaps. Now I'm going to shoot at the DD with his engine out. There's no real reason for these guys to push hard. All they got to do is just maintain control of that cap. But for whatever reason, the one destroyer decided to rush me. The Vlad decided to sit on cap. Unfortunately for me, I'm not angled up enough against Russian biased. I turned my ship a little bit to get my secondaries on play, but guys, if you're a destroyer player, why are you rushing British battleships? They are well known for being HE spammers. You know, it's too early in the game. It's way too early to be brushing ships like that and just throwing your ship away. Now, we don't have cap controls. We have B cap, which is sort of nice-ish. But for whatever reason, this Vlad is just ignoring me. And he's going to stop, reverse, because that's pretty much his play style. But, you know, I'm slowing down to try to play with my speed a little bit. Because I thought it was that guy who was targeting me when it was the Colorado. But, you know what? Just because I did a little speed dodge, I was able to avoid all of the Colorado shells. Now, he's probably shooting with a spotter plane or near max range for himself. Don't know if the Vlad DCP'd or if the fire just burnt out, but you know, he's bound. There's no real reason for me being in this ship to switch to AP at this point. You know, he's playing the ship the way he should, but his over-aggression is the cause of his death. His willingness not to shoot me, a Tier 8 ship who can easily overmatch me. I have to maintain a very good angle in order not to get blasted by this guy. I can't bow take him. I can't rear tank him. I mean, you can see there, you know, I don't have the famous British heel, as our Asasio manages to finish the guy off. Now we're losing pretty badly. 400. Let's just round it up, guys. 450 to 750, because Matt and me, and I know that's probably not even proper rounding. But now we're losing B. Now we're gonna have no caps. Our Sims is at A, getting A. Hey, bravo to him. He's able to sneak behind them. He was able to get the caps. I didn't shoot at the Fiji because of islands and all that stuff. And I really wanted to make this Colorado pay for shooting at me and hurting my feelings. Yes, feelings are things, guys. And of course, all of my shells missed, which hurt my feelings even more. Oh, that was a really bad cough. As our Sashio manages to bring that home. Now, what I'm thinking here is I need to get the B. I can HE Citadel the Fiji that's there. And if there's destroyers, well, I've got HE loaded and I should be able to wreck them. If not, knock out everything that they love and dare. But somebody makes the right call in chat. Somebody needs to cap C. I don't know why the Sims got out of A, but it looked like the carrier was spotting him or the Cleveland was coming at him. But hey, sometimes you just gotta live, especially with all of these low health ships. Now, the Sashio does the right thing and just shoots the guy. I shot at him because you know what? You never know. You shoot it till it's dead. If you see teammates shooting at a ship, focus fire helps out so much. If that Vlad decided to shoot at me with him in the Colorado, I might not have survived this. But because I believe the Fuso and myself were shooting at him, the poor Vlad died. Now I'm going to take shots in on the Sims because you know what? If I just get one to connect, hopefully, I'll just set a fire, you know, because who needs damage when you can just burn everything? Now right here I have a momentary lapse of the tunnel visionness of not paying attention to my mini-map. I'm going to take another crack at him. And this is, you know, the Fiji just popped up on the mini-map, so, you know, a couple seconds more. But this is why I like to zoom out a little bit, because I look at the mini-map when I zoom out, and this is when I notice the Fiji. Now, I probably could have switched to an AP and just outright deleted the guy, but like I said, this HE will go right through the broadside of him if the shells actually connect, which of course they won't because I shot too early. Now, I really don't want to maintain broadside to this guy because his AP will paper cut me to death. It's not a good thing. I don't know what side torps he has or if he did launch them. But I see he's going to maintain a bow on. Approached me, fine. Let me just strip off some more A. Let me stop, play with my speed, turn in, and I'm going to rush this guy. I know he has 5-kilometer hydro. I know he's got torpedoes, but right now he's bow on to me. Which means he cannot torpedo. If he wants to torpedo me, he's going to have to turn sideways. We're now 500 points down. We're getting C-cap because the Fuso was smart enough to actually go and get it. And of course, I failed to get the freaking HE Citadel on this guy. But luckily, I burnt him down. Easily dodge all of these torpedoes due to my immense skill of not maneuvering. But that's why I decided to turn in and rush this guy. He's gonna have to do something. And he should have held his torpedoes and he should have put them on single launch and waited until I spotted. Get a fire on this guy. Switch to AP because he is showing me broadside. And you know what? Just like the Hunreen guys at Tier 10, the French cruiser, you don't need to be shooting HE out of this all day long. This AP will actually do some work and some damage for you, as you're going to see coming up. But, you know what? Let's face facts. Most people are lazy. Just keep the HE loaded, and why bother with the AP when the HE will do so much more work for you at times. Now, I need to stay on B. I'm out of heals. I need to tank a Cleveland. Yay, a Cleveland. Something that's probably running IFHE, which means, well, whatever. I just hope he doesn't get fires through volume. I'm going to keep the HE loaded, and I'm going to bait this guy. I need to bait this gentleman. Now, luckily for us, their carrier's dead, which is allowing me to sit here and bow tank. I'm keeping the HE loaded because I want this guy to get comfortable. want him to think, okay, he's just going to shoot HE. And you can see this guy, he's not even really trying to dodge. What he's trying to dodge is the torpedoes from the carrier, not trying to dodge my shells. I can easily punish this guy. He's not going to take much, guys, to just outright delete them. Clevelands are not indestructible ships that you would think they are. As, boom, there's Citadel. There's dead Cleveland. And, you know, me being a smart ass in chat type, oops, I hit my 2 key. Now, of course, the Fubuki, for whatever reason, launched his torpedoes. Spoiler alert, launched his torpedoes a little bit early there. And once again, through my immense skill of not doing a damn thing, I just completely dodged these things. All skill, no luck. Now, here comes the really boring part. There's 3 minutes left, and math, yeah, I can't do it. We need to get ACAP. Luckily, our Asasio is right there. That guy made the heads-up play of going to staying away from the Cleveland because, well, it's not like he could torp him or anything. But why get into a fight with the Cleveland? I am going to call out the wrong area of where the DD is, and it's one of these things, guys. If you're the carrier, you're like, no, man, my planes aren't spotted over here. He can't be over there. Let people know, like, hey, he's south of A somewhere. Like, he's not going towards C. He's going somewhere else. But, you know, I let them know, you know, the DD just to tort me, you know, give people information. And I started thinking, if I was that DD, I would try to go back cap C. Like, it's going to be a really close game. And if he can get on C and just delay it, he might be able to pull it off for his team. Because the destroyer should see the planes before the planes see him. And this is where my misclicks of where this guy was going allowed this gentleman to live. But like I said, I was thinking, you know, we've got all 3 caps. There's plenty of time. We should be able to make up the point deficit. If he gets on C and smokes up, it's going to be like, okay, can a carrier blind fire this guy? I don't even know what his health is at. You know, that's what I would have been thinking. If I was that DD, I'd still be thinking of, you know, what can I do to help win? It's going to be close, but, I mean, you can see we're rapidly catching up and time is quickly running out. But just so you guys don't have to watch any more boringness, we don't get the guy. We win the game. You know, I'm sure people can do the math a lot faster now. So now we're going to check out the post-battle results. Alright guys, now remember, no matter how bad or dire the situation may look, you must be thinking or trying to play for the win at all times. That's just the mentality I play with. It's the mentality I try to instill upon people. It doesn't matter how much damage you do. If you lose, that just makes you the best loser. And the win should be more important than your PR rating, in my opinion. Now, I hope you guys I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you take something away from this video. I do hope you learned something from this video. I do appreciate all your support, and I apologize again for the last mix-ups on the last 2 videos. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and have yourselves one heck of a great day.